c'est par lui-même. Il n'a pas besoin de donner d'autres réponses que ça. Ouais.
Qu'est-ce qui fait qu'il y avait la chimie entre vous trois ce soir? Vous étiez partout sur la glace. Dur à dire.
Aucune idée. Ouais, je sais pas. On avait l'énergie, on avait envie, on était connectés un peu ensemble en zone offensive. Puis ça a bien cliqué ce soir.
Zach disait justement ce matin qu'il était heureux de voir que le trio demeurait ensemble, qu'il avait vu une progression. Qu'est-ce que vous avez bâti sur quoi avant d'arriver là ce soir?
Rien de spécial. Je pense qu'on parle beaucoup, on essaie de prévoir un peu les jeux à l'avance, d'essayer d'être connecté. Puis ce soir, c'était bien. Zach, on parle beaucoup. Kirby aussi, il y avait une bonne énergie entre nous, donc c'est positif.
Celui-là, c'est un souvenir. The great fans that we have.
What can you say about the way Kirby reacted? We all knew he had some tough days. And what can you say about his performance?
Yeah, I mean, just unfortunate. What happened in the previous game. It was great to see the fans. Really supporting him tonight, and got some Kirby chants going in warm-ups, which definitely would make him feel really good going into the game. And I thought it was his best game of the whole season. So it's fun to watch him when he's going.
Can you talk about the lane shot?
Yeah, it was probably, I don't know, I didn't think he could shoot it that hard, but it looked like there was just everyone in front and somehow found a way through. So obviously a huge play for us.
How do you think things went for your line tonight?
I thought we were pretty good, honestly. I think as the game went on, we were kind of overthinking stuff, and there's a lot of talk and a lot of pressure we put on ourselves to go out there and perform and do the best we can. I thought we had good looks all night, and Cole almost ended it in overtime. So they're game planning over there pretty hard on our line, so we just got to find a way to break through.
Thank you, Nick.
Next day, what a response.
When you see the crowd get behind one guy the way that they did under the circumstances, I'm guessing that the energy travels through all of the 19 other guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it started in warm-ups. I mean, you have goosebumps, the chants, for Kirby, and you can feel the energy, right from puck drop, the national anthem. I mean, this is a special place. It's the best place to play in the National. So, I'm glad that we had a good game today and got the job done.
You've gone through rough times before here. It was pure Hebrew fans wanted you traded and out of town. So I guess you could really relate to what Kirby went through the last couple of years.
For sure. There's no doubt. I mean, I think it's still really important to go back and watch how you played. He was still creating forecheck. He was still hitting people. He was still making plays out there. One bad bounce. I mean, that's the game of hockey, right? You're not going to be perfect for a full 60-minute hockey game, and it's how you respond the next night. And like I said, what a response.
You guys obviously feed off the crowd, but in Awaken it almost be rattling because it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
The old A before the national anthem.
Yeah, I mean,
it's almost hard to stay focused.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I think it was good to go through it last year. Sometimes when you're on the bench and the crowd's absolutely buzzing like that, your heart rate's through the roof, like you just played a shift. So, it's important to stay composed and focus on your game and what you need to do on the ice. So, but yeah, we wouldn't want to be anywhere else than the Bell Center.
Did you think Lane could shoot it like that?
I mean, of course. He works on it every day, so it's nice to see him get rewarded.
Are you amazed how it seems like he never gets tired?
I mean, it's crazy. It's I don't know what it is. Young blood. It's on the ice every day. His conditioning's nice. It's nice to be that size and not carrying around a lot of weight. So yeah, he's full of energy.
Kirby had a rough.
Are you getting sick and tired of Sabra yet?
the overtime games. So that was, a little disappointing. Hi, guys. First of all, Kirby, I mean, the crowd during warm-up chanting your name, how big was it for you personally, and how much it helped to have the game that you had tonight?
Yeah, didn't really expect it, so it was nice. I mean, the fans have been unbelievable for us all year, and for me, they've stuck through by my side through a lot, so it definitely meant a lot. But I think as a group, we really pulled together and used the crowd tonight to our advantage, and was able to find a way to win this game.
Kirby, I'm sure nobody was more disappointed about how Game 2 ended than you. What were you feeling over the last 72 hours? How did you process those feelings to come up with the game tonight?
Honestly, I felt good. I think you take that night, Tuesday night, and you kind of maybe sit in it, dwell in it, understand what you could have done better. But come Wednesday morning, you got to be able to move on and get ready for tonight's game, and that's kind of where my mindset was. And I think as a competitor, and anybody, you want to be able to bounce back and put your best foot forward. So I think, but at the same time, we have such a great group of guys here. Everybody was lifting me up and helping me out, and training staff and coaches. So it definitely wasn't just myself kind of digging myself out of that hole, but I had a lot of support and help.
Kirby, question for you. A few minutes ago, Zach Balduc told us we're all shaking that dressing room with the comments and everything involving Kirby, and we're so proud of him. All that support from your teammates was important for you and helped you for that game.
Yeah, it's huge. I kind of just touched on it, but I think our group is so close and tight-knit. A lot of us have been here for at least the 4 years I've been here, and we've grown together a lot, and we've been able to add in pieces and guys that just kind of fit right in with our group and the way we hang out and talk to one another and are able to build relationships. We're truly a family in there. So I think whenever one guy's down, everybody's doing their best to pick them up.
Kirby, we asked Marty yesterday if he had spoken with you, and he said, of course. And then it looked after you scored tonight that he said something to you on the bench. Can you share any of what he said to you either yesterday or today?
No, I think I'll kind of keep that between Marty and I. But I think Marty is a phenomenal coach and a great person, and he's able to kind of level with you on a personal level and kind of understand maybe what you as a player is kind of going through. So I think he's also able to find the ways to get the best out of each and every one of us in individual ways, but also as a team and collectively. So we're definitely thankful to have Marty as our coach.
Lane, where did that shot came from? It's probably
Yeah, that honestly might have been my first slap shot all year. So, I saw some space, lots of bodies, and just tried to shoot it as hard as I could, and luckily it went in.
Yeah, Lane, you had other possibilities earlier in the game. There was actually one late in the third. What are you looking for when you decide that you're going to go for it, you're going to shoot, or you're going to try to get away or look for something different? What did you see there that you liked?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of bodies net front. They got a great goalie over there, so definitely need to get some traffic in front of them. And that's when shots and rebounds will come. But yeah, definitely want to look for traffic and try to get shots down.
Here in the middle. To Lane again about you said it's probably your first slap shot of the year, but if I'm not mistaken, you scored on a slap shot in the last game. Is there a will from yourself to shoot more, get a larger scale of shots or options offensively?
I mean, if we're being technical, it was a 1-T last game, but yeah, I mean, it's important for me to kind of get shots down and try to shoot as hard as I can, so it has a chance to go in or tip or rebound or whatever. But it's definitely important to for myself and for all our D to get shots down.
Kirby, just prior to the game, obviously you had what happened in the last game, but then you get put on a new line. you're put back at center. Like there was a lot of more validation than just being back in the lineup and giving another shot. Like how did you view the opportunity with your new line mates tonight and the kind of the role that you were going to be given in this game, and how did that impact the way you played or the way your line played?
Yeah, I think I've played a lot of the year with Boldy and kind of developed chemistry with him, and obviously with Tex, he's a big body and can hold on to pucks and make plays in the offensive zone. So for me, it was just about getting back to maybe holding on to pucks a little bit longer and spitting off guys and making more plays in the O zone and not just always deferring to chipping it in and chasing it. But yeah, I'm always a little bit maybe more comfortable at center position. I've always kind of played it throughout my career. So for me, it was just about coming into the rink and doing what I needed to do yesterday to get ready for today, and same thing with today and this morning, making sure I'm checking all the boxes for what I need to do to be able to go out and put my best foot forward. This morning when I looked at the board.
For Lane. In the room, Arbor was saying that during the summer you probably been taking 3 million shots. So is it something that you want to work on, and is it a weapon that you'd like to use more?
Yeah, we got such great shooters on our team, but it's definitely something I've been working on, since I turned pro. Still lots of work to be done for sure, but I feel like every day, if it gets a little bit better, it's good by me.
Question for you, as you kind of look at you, Bolduc and Texier, how do you think the three of you complement each other?
I kind of touched on it. I think we're able to have a good forecheck and kind of win pucks back and hang on to pucks in the ozone. I mean, you look at that play that Tex made to Lehner in overtime there. He was able to kind of hold the guy off and spin off him a couple times and create some open space for himself. And I think that's what we want to accomplish as a line, and at the same time be responsible in our own zone and make sure we're not giving up anything the other way as well.
Question for Lane. Stoops told us in the dressing room that in between the third period and overtime, you had mentioned that you probably had it. And maybe I'm saying too much, but what is it about I wouldn't say putting your team on your back, but rising to those big moments that gets you going as a competitor?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone in that locker room thinks that they could, score the goal or whatever it is, but, it doesn't happen without the great plays by their line out there. But, yeah, I kind of just said, jokingly, I think I got it. But, yeah, luckily I went in and, just happy that, we got the big win.
Question for Lane. Lane, what do you see right now on the way that Tampa defends against your power play?
Yeah, they're bringing a lot of pressure, especially on Susie's side of the ice. But I definitely see times for myself to shoot or get stuff down to kind of break them down a bit. But yeah, I mean, we're getting good looks, I think. So, we'll see how it progresses. But I like what we've been doing.
Kirby, there's probably some coaches in this league who would have benched you tonight. What did it mean to you that Marty stuck with you and that gave you that vote of confidence? And do you feel like you almost owed him something tonight for sticking with you?
I think as a competitor, you want to have a chance to respond. You want to be able to go out there and prove your worth. I mean, this game, it's hard. There's a lot of mistakes out there. It's not like everybody's perfect and you're gonna make the perfect play or a perfect pass every time. And I think you have to understand that and move on from it when it doesn't go your way and you are the one that kind of costs your team that way. But for me, it was never a doubt or wavered my confidence in myself or who I am as a player. I think it made me just dig in a little bit deeper and come out tonight and be ready to play.
Question for Kirby. With the injuries and the Olympic break, there was a lots of starts and stops to your season. What have you learned about handling those moments, and how do you feel now, 2-3 weeks after your latest comeback?
Yeah, I feel good. I think for me, I've been through a lot on the injury front, and have gone through the ups and downs of it, and the learning lessons of what it takes, and maybe what's works and what doesn't work, and have kind of found a recipe to be able to stay in game shape, stay sharp in the mind, mentally, and physically be ready to go when it's time to go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Martin, ce matin, il y a quelqu'un qui t'a posé la question si tu voulais que Lane tire plus souvent, puis tu as juste dit il est du jeu. As-tu trouvé qu'il l'a
Ouais,
bien
ben,
lu,
ça,
celle-là, qu'est-ce que tu as pensé de son tir?
Non, c'est sûr. Il est capable de lancer. Mais des joueurs élites comme ça, ils essaient toujours de trouver le meilleur jeu. T'sais. Puis des fois, dans les séries, lancer, c'est le meilleur jeu. T'sais. Je pense qu'il fait une bonne lecture, puis il a confiance en ses moyens.
Martin, d'habitude, je suis là-bas, excuse-moi.
Ouais.
Il s'en est dit bien des affaires, puis s'en est écrit bien des affaires des derniers jours sur quoi faire avec Kirby Dach. Tu as pris une position claire, tu l'as épaulé là-dedans. À quel point c'était important pour toi de faire ça? Puis, est-ce que tu penses que c'est d'y avoir fait confiance qui t'a permis, puis qui a permis à l'équipe d'avoir cette performance qu'il a donnée à ça?
C'est sûr, il a joué un gros match, tu sais, puis... Moi, j'abandonnerais pas sur une personne à moins qu'il ait abandonné sur lui-même. Tu sais, fait que c'est pas mal ça. Tu sais, Kirby Dach, c'est un très bon joueur de hockey. Comme tout bon joueur de hockey, ils font des erreurs des fois à des moments clés. Ça arrive à tout le monde. Ça arrive à bien des bons joueurs. Tu sais. Puis c'est sûr, il était déçu, mais c'était pas une raison d'abandonner sur le joueur.
I think there's a big difference between giving up on a player and empowering them. You put him back at center. You make a decision to boost his confidence. Just how did you come up with the decisions? It's not such they're not such obvious decisions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I felt like going into tonight with the possible matchup, and I know, you know, he made it really hard. Coop on the other side because you kept pulling guys off the ice, but I felt it allowed us. I felt our team had more rhythm because of it because I wasn't pulling guys off the ice. I think rhythm is important, but he made it hard, and I felt that you know, for me with the no line is eating a lot of minutes against our top guys. I know Susie's line can do that. It was kind of freeing up in my mind the other two lines, and I felt like. I've you know, obviously Nui, Cappy, Demi, you know, they've done some really good thing together, and I really liked, like, you know, when I looked at on paper having Tex, Boldy, they played together a little bit before Tex got hurt. They were good together. I think they were played with Jakey maybe at the time, but I felt like when I put Docker on paper, I looked at it, I'm like, that could be a really good line, just the style of play. They all can be physical, own pucks in the O-zone. They did that tonight. You know, I knew he was going to have a great opportunity tonight to feel good about himself, and he took advantage of it.
Just further to those matchups and John pulling guys off the ice, and I'm sure you had somewhat of a plan having last change and how you would want it to go. How difficult was it when John was doing that to be like, I'm not getting sucked into that. I'm gonna favor rhythm over the matchups, and how hard is that decision to make in real time when it's happening?
It would be harder, I feel, if we didn't have enough depth. You know, I felt comfortable with the depth and the engagement from the guys all the way down the line, up and down the lineup, in terms of like willing to defend when it's time to defend. That I felt comfortable with it. I still strategically tried to get some of those matchups, and but I was moving on to the next line that I thought was coming from them based on that, and I felt we had more rhythm, and I think it helped us.
Yesterday, Marty, when I asked you about fans who were attacking Kirby and your message to them, and you said, let's stick together. Pre-game warm-up, they start chanting his name when he's shown on the screen. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard something.
But if you did, like, what did that mean to you, and what do you think that meant to Kirby?
I'm sure it meant a lot to him. I mean, for me, I don't know if they did that because I said that. I'm not trying to when you guys ask me a question, I'm trying to give you my truth. It's not necessarily the truth, just the way I feel. But I'm glad that Kirby got some cheers and warm up, make him feel good, and he definitely deserved everything else after that.
Whether it's Cale Makar or Quinn Hughes, there's a few defensemen out there that are just can affect the game. Montreal now has one in Lane Hutson. What's it like having a guy like that where it's a tie game, he can be a huge advantage for you?
Yeah, he's just such a competitor. I know the offensive stuff is obvious and you can measure that, but some of the stuff he does defensively, to me, impresses me almost as much, if not more, because of all the offensive talent that he has. And I feel like sometimes these guys who have such this offensive talent, they don't value the other side of it, and I think he values it a lot. He plays some important minutes from us, and I feel comfortable with him on the ice in any matchup. Never try to protect him because he competes so hard. We love when he has the puck on his stick. He's elite. We're lucky to have him.
C'est au milieu. Évidemment, vous sortez du bon côté ce soir. Vous sortez que la victoire, plein de bonnes choses se sont passées. L'exécution du premier trio et de l'avantage numérique, si on sentait que c'était moins efficace ce soir, qu'est-ce que tu sens qui cloche pour ton avantage numérique présentement?
En avantage numérique, on a eu nos chances en avantage, on n'a juste pas marqué. On a eu assez de chances pour sortir de là avec un ou deux buts en avantage numérique. Des fois, tu fais juste pas scorer. Le gardien fait des gros arrêts et tout, mais j'ai aimé nos intentions. À 5 contre 5, mais tu sais, c'est de gérer la game puis essayer de prendre qu'est-ce qu'il te donne, puis il te donne pas gros. T'aimes pas défendre bien aussi, tu sais. Puis avec les match-ups que j'essaie de faire, des fois, tu sais, il faut qu'il soit responsable aussi de l'autre côté. Mais moi, je suis pas inquiète qu'à 5 contre 5, cette ligue-là va avoir un impact dans cette série-là.
Sur leur talon, on a vu Caulfield qui n'a pas réussi à tirer en échappée, Suzuki qui était peut-être moins décisif en possession de la rondelle. Est-ce que tu les sens nerveux? Je sais pas comme.
Non. C'est pas une game facile.
On termine avec Marc-Antoine et Marco D'Amico.
Salut Martin. Il y a des joueurs dans ton équipe que tu vois dans un contexte de série pour la première fois, entre autres Zachary Bolduc. C'était pas son premier bon match ce soir, mais qu'est-ce que tu apprends au sujet de Zachary Bolduc depuis le début?
Je suis pas surpris. Je pense que ce genre de game-là, ça fit pas mal son ADN, si tu veux dire. Moi, je trouve depuis le début de la série, il est très visible. Il joue à son identité, très efficace. Puis, tu sais, quand on était chercher ce joueur-là, on avait cette vision-là de lui. Tu sais, puis j'aime bien comment il joue présentement. Puis moi, je trouve qu'il y a une belle progression cette année en dedans de nos concepts et tout. La game est plus prévisible pour lui, là, tu sais. Puis c'est plus facile. Quand tout est prévisible alentour de toi un petit peu, c'est plus facile vraiment de jouer à ton identité. Tu as moins d'hésitation. Surtout un gars comme lui, ça prend l'anticipation aussi. Puis tu vois qu'il est plus confortable. Il nous amène beaucoup présentement.
Salut Martin. On parle de profondeur. Ta troisième paire en ce moment avec Jaden Struble puis Harper Jacka te donne de belles minutes quand ils sont sur la glace. Ils forcent le jeu en zone offensive. Puis on voit Harper se promener un peu plus avec la confiance. Est-ce que l'optimisation de son jeu défensif lui permet un peu plus de confiance de se promener en zone offensive et créer des jeux?
Moi, je pense que... Moi, je te dirais que, tu sais, ils jouent la game en avant d'eux autres. Puis quand c'est le temps de se défendre, je trouve que le reste de notre groupe, je trouve qu'on prend ça à cœur. Puis il a ses mises en échec, mais il ne court pas partout pour aller les chercher. Il les prend quand ils sont là. Puis en zone offensive, mais il est capable d'amener de la continuité à ce qu'on a à faire. T'sais. Fait que, moi, je trouve qu'il y a de belles games matures présentement. Lui et Strubes, qui nous aident à se défendre, puis à continuer aussi l'autre bord de la glace. Puis c'est des bonnes minutes qu'ils nous donnent. Ils nous donnent du très bon hockey, les deux. OK, merci. Merci, Martin. OK, merci.